well, if I can manifest an extra 5K per month, that would be amazing. Why 5? Why not 6? Why not 10? Why not 50? Why not 500? I don't know. Never thought about that. Seems a bit far away. But what if universe had some plans for you that, hey, it's written in the stars that you're able to manifest 500K per month? So when it comes to manifestation, we have to build these foundations. Extremely important. What are we doing here? We are building this vessel. Building your vessel, okay? This is what my spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Aksha, always talks about. He says, when your vessel is ready, then you will receive. We're going to take you through a journey. And how is this journey going to look like? This journey is going to look like the beginning, where the majority of people play victim. How many of you can be honest enough to admit that once upon a time you have played victim before? You start saying, I don't know why this is happening to me. He did that to me, she did that to me because of the boss, because of the manager, because of the government, because you just blame, you just point the finger outwards, okay? So that's victim. This is the majority of people. Thank you for owning up to that, because that's the first step to change, being able to acknowledge that, yes, it's my problem, right? So victim mindset says everything happens to me. It's happening to me. In the first few days, I want everybody to come to even more acknowledgement. This is the first step, really. From victim to what? To creator. And when I call everyone creators, I want to always remind people that, hey, this is the first step. The first step is understanding it's by me. From to me to by me is the first step. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere with manifestation if you don't understand this very simple principle. What does that mean? It means that, okay, it's not that things are happening to me. Everything is my creation. It's by me. And when we have that acknowledgement, what does this mean? It means we need to understand that when we manifest something that we want, we celebrate and we're like, hey, I'm the manifesting beast. When things happen in our life that we don't want, we say, why is this happening to me? How many of you know what I'm talking about? For some reason, you acknowledge what you manifested that was good, but you never acknowledge that you manifest what was bad. When was the last time a huge curveball or huge challenge came into your life and you're like, yay, I manifested successfully again? When was the last time you did that? You didn't, because you don't usually acknowledge that you created what you don't like. It always happens. And when I show this chart, I know what all conscious spirits are saying. You guys are all saying, Master, I've seen this before. Obviously, I'm not a victim. I'm a creator. Well, that's kind of true. But usually, you own up as a creator when you get what you want. When you don't get what you want, you unconsciously fall back into victim. I don't know why this happened. How could this happen? So the first foundation we need to plug into our brain, once again, stay alert, start recognizing where your problems are. Because I tell you something, I don't care if you've heard this 50 times, it's not the new strategy you're looking for manifestation. The thing that's stopping you from attracting what you want is not the new strategy. It's something that has not quite landed yet with the foundations. It's something that you thought you knew, but you don't really get it yet. How many of you ever had this before? When you speak to somebody, you have a conversation and you explain something and they're like, yeah, I know what you mean. But you just know they don't know what you mean. I'm saying, yeah, I know what you mean. But you're like, no, you don't. You obviously don't. They think they do. In the same sense, guess what? We can be those people too. We think we know. But sometimes it takes a few years and then suddenly, oh my God, that thing I heard a few years ago, that's what it actually means. The first part is saying, how do I remove the full victim thing and move completely into by me? Okay? Now, then what will happen is over the next few days, it will slowly transition into something else. And what is the something else it will transition to, right? The next part it will transition to is the with me, for me. And what is the with me and for me? With me and for me is understanding co-creation. We'll slowly transition to understanding that, wait there a second, It's not just by me. It's not saying, hey, I want to manifest something, therefore I shall get it. If it's by me and I'm using the same strategy, surely I should just get the result I want. No, because there's another thing in the mix. What's the other thing in the mix? The collective energy, co-creation. What does this mean, right? Things are not just created by you. By you is only one step of it. Things are also created with you, meaning that, I don't know if this will be a bit too woo-woo or a bit too out there for you to understand so early on day one, but meaning that if you wanted something so bad, but the universe didn't have that planned out for you, or God did not have that planned out for you, you will still not get it. That's a hard thing to swallow for a lot of people, because they're like, what are you talking about? I decide what I want to do and I can do. You didn't even decide the day you were born, and you don't even decide the day you're going to leave. You don't decide a lot of things, actually. You say, you know, I can manifest anything I want at any time. But I'm like, not really. There's many people who had all their plans set out for today. They're no longer here today. A question for you. Do you think that there may be some energy, collective energy, bigger energy that kind of exists beyond us? How many of you believe that there may be something out there? Universe, God, whatever you want to call it, divine spirit. Think about it. We didn't do anything and we got created. Just out of what? Just arrived one day. It's magical. Hopefully throughout this journey, my question to you is, are your energies bigger, or is the universe or God's energy bigger? Which one's bigger? Your energy or universe energy? Which one's bigger? The question is this: would you rather have the universe manifest with you, or are you trying to fight against the grain? Which one would you rather? You would rather with you. I mean, imagine having the universe on your side or God on your side and saying, hey, let's do this together. You kind of, right? You'll be walking around with a lot more swagger. You know what I mean? You feel like the boss. I got God on my side. What do they want? How do you co-create? How does that work? What's the principles? How does that work? Because once we understand it, we can use that energy and work with that energy. Then we want to slowly transition once again, okay? We're going to transition into this next part. And what is this next few part? This next few part will be first of all, we go through me. If you manifest a miracle, what's a miracle? If I came in today and I said, I have a goal. And you said, what's that goal? I want to manifest a new Toyota Yaris, my favorite car, okay? And then let's say, for example, in 6 months' time, I manifest my Toyota Yaris. Do we label that? Why is someone laughing? What's wrong with a Toyota Yaris? My favorite car. Right? So let's say, for example, in 6 months' time, I successfully manifest my Toyota Yaris. Okay? Now, would you say, whoa, master, you're amazing. You just manifested a miracle. Would you say that? No, there's nothing miraculous about having a goal and achieving it. That's just like, look, that's what we do. You have a goal, you achieve it. Not a miracle. Like right now, I'm just thinking, what do I suck at? What am I really bad at? Swimming. If in the next Olympic, from now to the next Olympics, I become the gold medal holder of swimming, is that more of a miracle, yes or no? For a person who doesn't know how to swim, that's kind of like a miracle. I'll tell you what's a miracle. Miracle, me standing here right now, speaking to thousands of people, is a miracle. I'll tell you why. You guys, if you watched the video before, I grew up the shy kid. I went through the whole 20 years of school not speaking. I used to hide in the corner of the classroom. I used to be afraid to speak to people. If you spoke to my 17-year-old self and you said, hey, you're going to be an international speaker one day and millions of people are going to hear you, what do you think? I'm going to be like, what are you talking about? This is a miracle. When we create beyond our thoughts, that's how we manifest miracles. It's beyond what we can think about.
Let me tell you something, this thing completely changed my life. And no, it's got nothing to do with the gold plaque. It's also not got anything to do with having over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. It's the ability to make an influence, a huge positive impact in this world. Now, I know if you're watching this channel, you're probably into spirituality, law of attraction, manifestation. You probably have a big heart and you'd like to make a difference in this world. But some of you who want to make that difference, you are probably part-time superheroes. What do I mean by that? A lot of the time you spend working in your job, doing a job that you don't enjoy, or only help people people when you have the time or when you have the money to do so. Now, why I say this has completely changed my life, because back in 2018 was when I started my everyday posting on YouTube journey. I found myself a coach and it completely changed everything. Why? Because he taught me some algorithm hacks. And that's why this thing allowed me to, within 1 month, get over 100,000 subscribers, and obviously over 2 years, get over 1 million subscribers. And what does this mean? Has this got to do with just the subscribers and having a lot of following? No, it's got nothing to do with that at all. It's got to do with fulfilling my purpose. It's got to do with being able to be a light worker, share my passion, share what I've learned in life, my personal experiences with other people. And I know deep down inside, you have a certain passion that you have. You have a certain thing that you know. You have certain experiences that you've been through, that you've gone through, that you've grown through, that you would actually like to be able to help other people with that message too. And that's why I've decided to run a 5-day viral video challenge, right? To teach you everything about YouTube and YouTube's algorithms, how to create content. Even if you are somebody who's, I'm not confident, I'm not a good speaker, I'm too shy to be on camera. I'm going to also teach you, without showing your face, without using voice, how you can still do it too. And the best thing of all, you can get paid doing it. And I'm telling you, this is without selling any product, without selling any service. YouTube has paid me over $1 million just because I get to do what I love. I get to travel the world. I get to inspire other people. I get to share my message with the world. And I love for you guys to be able to do that too. So if I can pass the message on to you guys, I'm giving it away for free right now. Around this video, there'll be a link. Click on the link, enroll now. And by the way, spaces are extremely limited because Zoom call only allows 1,000 people per Zoom call. So make sure to do that fast. And I'll see you guys on the other side. And hopefully one day we can all hold this thing up, brag about it, be all amazing about it. Actually, it's not about that. We can all at least come together to make the world a better place. Thank you guys so much. See you guys on the challenge.
What I want you to understand is the basics and foundations, which is the most important, of understanding how to get the foundations right to get whatever I want in life. You can manifest it all. When we come deeper in this understanding, how do I allow the universe to manifest through me? Meaning, think about universe goals. How many of you have heard that saying when something doesn't work out and people say that God has bigger plans for you? How many of you have heard that before? How about you manifest God's plans for you through you all the time instead of wasting your time just manifesting your plans? Do you think God's plan for you is bigger than your plan? Yes or no? This is my big fascination for the past 7 years. This is when we start understanding how to tap into divine flow state. This is what in a lot of my videos I call dancing with the universe. And the reason why that's so important is because I'll tell you something here. Your goals you have right now, they're limited. What do you want to manifest? You say, I want to manifest more money. How much more money? Have more clarity. Well, if I can manifest an extra 5K per month, that would be amazing. Why 5? Why not 6? Why not 10? Why not 50? Why not 500? I don't know. Never thought about that. Seems a bit far away. But what if universe had some plans for you that, hey, it's written in the stars that you're able to manifest 500K per month, and you fall short because your limited mind is saying, that's really far away. I can only do 5. Why is our thoughts limited? I'll tell you why it is. Because our goals and our thoughts is only limited based on what we've seen, our environment, our upbringing. We cannot set a goal based on what we don't know. I was 24, 25, 26. And I didn't even know there was such thing as personal development. Never heard of it before. Personal development, what's that? So could I have set a goal to say, hey, I want to be a motivational speaker? No way. Because it didn't even exist. But imagine if the universe had this plan for me, I go onto this thing and hey, I can create something that I never knew even existed. That's allowing through you. And what is the final stage? This is like the most divine mode you can be in. What's this final stage? This final stage is as me. Exactly. Like Michelle said, I call this God mode. God mode. As me. It's not that you're just receiving a download and you're manifesting things through you and universe is manifesting through you. No, it's, hey, you are the universe. How many of you believe that you are or we are one? And how many of you believe that we are one with the universe? That we are one with God? How many of you believe that, by the way? We are one. How many of you also believe and also know. Everybody who said, yes, I'm one with God, yes, I'm one with the universe, they all have a complete different understanding. I can pick one person out, explain what you mean. I can pick another person out, explain what you mean, and the explanations will be completely different. If you were one with God, you're so powerful. And if you really come to that connection, guess what? You're not affected by anything. So how many of you could agree that there may be levels to your connection with the universe, with God? How many of you realize that there may be different levels to this game? Because once you get to the highest of the highest level and you are in God mode, you are God, guess what? You will never be upset ever again. Nothing will ever affect you. There are no challenges. No challenges. Everything's just a little obstacle that you can just walk around. Everything just easy. Life becomes easy. If you can even get a glimpse of that, you become invincible. Everything is yours. You are abundant. It's easy. Just is yours already. You don't need to attract. You say you're one with God or you're one with the universe. Do you think God today is like writing his intentions on a piece of paper, putting it in some salts and burning some fire thing? Or do you think God is pressing his finger like this or like this for 5 seconds or holding here for 17 seconds trying to manifest something? No, because everything is already there. At the end, just relax, let in, let go and let in.